So far today has been spent editing for the most part. Wrapped up a wedding, super happy about that. Just a couple things going on today. We've got tennis. I have to run a couple errands for Kodak, get her some more food, stuff like that. Kind of just have a low-key night, so that should be fun. Tomorrow is the state fair. We're going with like a group of both of our families. Should be a blast. We always love it. I'm sure we'll try some crazy food, but I'm kind of bummed in general because I don't have that GoPro case replacement yet. It might be here tomorrow, so fingers crossed. It'd be much better to bring that to the fair than, you know, the A7S or DSLR. Also today I'm kind of bummed because, you know, I was thinking of going to biking over to tennis, playing tennis. I guess that's how I broke it a couple days ago, so maybe I wouldn't use it again, but really want to incorporate it today, so feel kind of weird to not have that. I've been trying to incorporate it more and more into each video, and now, you know, taking a couple days off. So first, gotta take a shower, get dressed, then off to tennis. All right, all showered up, ready to go. But before I head out to tennis, I was thinking it'd be fun to go over kind of my top 5 GoPro mounts as I reminisce on not currently having my GoPro. So let's do that real quick. All right, so when it comes to GoPro mounts, there's a handful of things that I'm always looking for. Versatility, dependability is huge. You wanna make sure that it's something that isn't gonna break, isn't gonna lose your GoPro worse. So, but not only do I not want it to break, I wanna know the shot I'm getting, you know, kind of every single time I use it, I wanna know that it's a usable shot and something that I'll like. And lastly, I always want something unique. So, you know, I love mounts that can get me something that's just an odd view or something different or something great to cut away to. Now, as I show these mounts, I'm gonna show you some footage that I've taken. Once again, just kind of reminiscing on my almost lost GoPro that will be back in action soon. So number 5 for me is the chest mount. Now this thing is like a little confusing. You wear it like a backpack kind of, harnesses under or over and just clips right here. And then of course you just clip your GoPro right on the front and you can face it kind of any direction you want. This gets some awesome shots. It's great to see, you know, if you're looking for what your hands are doing or, you know, kind of that real like point of view shot. And that works really well for certain things. It's fun if you're on, you know, vacation or you're doing some kind of adventure, you know, I don't know, paddleboarding or whatever, I don't know, something out on a lake or exploring or hiking or whatever, you can kind of just set it and forget about it. So that's really nice. Number 4 on my list is the handlebar mount, I think is what it's officially called. This one, as you'll notice, still contains my broken GoPro base. And you're gonna mount that to a handlebar of a bike or even, I mean, I've put this thing all around my bike and it gets a cool, unique angle because it's stable with the bike. And then everything is moving around it, or maybe the handlebars are moving. It's secure, which is great. This one has a little padding on the inside. I have another one that doesn't. But overall, these offer some unique angles for kind of some more active things that you might be doing. Biking is not the only thing you can use this for, though. It's really any kind of bar could be mounted to, so plenty of other things you can use this for. Number 3 on my top 5 list is the GoPro. Now I just got this one, but I've used other ones in the past. This one, it seems a little bit longer than other ones I've used, but this just gets such cool shots. And it's interesting because even though you'd think this might be really kind of shaky footage, it ends up being pretty stable. Now there's definitely a little bit of shake to it, but it ends up pretty good overall. You can also tilt this around so that you can get the exact angle that you want. And of course you can extend this to whatever desired length. So if you want something short, you know, works right there. If you want to extend it all the way. I've used these for plenty of things. We've done some cliff jumping with them even. It tends to hold up really well. It gets a cool angle. I don't really mind if the stick is in the shot a little bit, but you can always angle your camera to get it out of there, especially if you're shooting on that wide setting. Also fun, you know, if you're in a safe way to do it and put it, you know, outside of a car or, you know, interesting things like that. Always fun. And this thing is really compact and light. This is some cheap Chinese brand. I don't know. I got in a kit that I ordered a couple days ago, or that I got a couple days ago. So, you know, there are certainly better quality ones out there, but so far it seems to be holding up pretty well. Nice and compact, nice and light. Number 2 on my list is just the simple sticky mount. Now, you just stick one of these on wherever, and you can clamp this or clip this right in there. Hold your GoPro up here. And the great thing about these is that it can go literally anywhere. You can legitimately stick this to any hard surface pretty much that you want, and it will stay on there really well, and it will also stay on there for a long time, most likely. I've had one of these stuck to different things for well over a year, some approaching probably over 2 years, and they don't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon. Now, I'm going to combine this one and cheat a little bit, and also adding the suction cup mount to this number 2. It essentially accomplishes the same thing, except you're only sticking it to glass, maybe some metal. It works really good, and I love it. It's great to put on, vehicles like cars or boats or something like that. It's a really unique shot, as it's kind of, all stable and then things moving around it. So I'm gonna kind of mash those together. I know they're different mounts, but they are similar. This one is more versatile, as you can stick it anywhere, but it's also more permanent. The suction cup is great because you can take it on and off. Finally, my number 1 mount that I find myself using more often than not is my made-at-home clamp. Now, you can buy one from GoPro. I did a video on this. They're like $50. This one I made for about $3. It holds to just about anything. For example, I love that it has these plastic tips on the end. It's a little more sturdy when it holds, but it's a super tight clamp, and you would just clip it to something and you can pretty much do anything. I've clipped this to railings, chairs, doors, seriously anything. Also on vehicles, you can clip this to so many different things. Camera goes right in there. You can also get that extension arm if you watch my other video, which is great. But overall, this is the mount that I find myself reaching for more often than not. I think in certain scenarios, some of these mounts work better than the clamp, because some of these are made for a specific scenario and they will excel there. But this is the one that I would say is maybe the most versatile. I also love what it gets. You can also, of course, get the mounts to rotate it and face it different directions. So overall, I think this is a huge one. Obviously, everybody has different opinions and uses them differently. So I'd love to hear kind of what you guys think are your top 5 or maybe 3 or even just your favorite GoPro mount. There are tons out there that I don't have. There's also plenty of other ones I do have, which I also use pretty frequently. But these are definitely my top 5. So hopefully if you're looking for some GoPro mounts, check these out. They're definitely worth it. In a previous video, I bought like a $20 kit, which had a lot of these. I also made a video on how to make the clamp. So hopefully that helps you out. That was kind of like a weird pitch of GoPro products, or like a weird separate video within today's vlog, which I don't usually do. I feel like I would have normally made this its own video, but I don't know, hopefully that helps. Tennis now, gotta leave actually right now, so we're out of here. All right, one last thing, just real quick. I wanted to say, one, sorry for this video being so boring. It's just me talking the whole time. I realized kind of after the fact, I didn't really do anything yesterday. I mean, I did play tennis. I didn't end up going on a bike ride, but I didn't have the GoPro. I didn't want to bring this camera with to tennis because it was looking like it might rain. Kind of all these things, perfect storm, whatnot. So sorry about that. Also, heads up, no video probably tomorrow. We've got a doubleheader weekend with weddings again, the first one being tomorrow, so I will not have time to edit. I will be shooting later today. I've already shot some today. So state fair, stuff like that. But I won't be putting that together probably until Monday, but it will include a couple days, so it'll probably be a longer video. So stay tuned until then.